Hey guys, welcome back. We have some thievery to take a look at today. Please be on the lookout for all of the cards in those specific areas. If you know anyone from those areas, if you see anything that might be relevant, please reach out to me on the Discord at me in general chat. Make sure I see it. My DMs are pretty busted at the moment, but you can also reach out to the stores and or collectors in question who have their goods stolen. Reminder, be very careful. Make sure you have security in place so that you do not lose your collection and or your store is locked down to the fullest degree, because people are going to smash, they're going to grab, they're going to steal your Pokemon cards. All right, first up here we have a crazy story. A lot of Sylveon, a very Sylveon heavy collection that got snatched, and this one is a wild story here. They say, for context, while I was at a Friday show, the person who took the slabs from my home, caller ID spoofed using my number, calling my family, telling someone was coming over to pick up slabs. They replicated my voice using AI to talk to them over the phone. They proceeded to let them in, as in the parents let them in. When they arrived, they also proceeded engaging conversation with them throughout the process of my life, doing the research about me and my family while they grabbed my entire personal collection. Also saying stuff like me needing more slabs for the show and whatnot. I assume that's like just the word whatnot, not the sketchy platform that you should not use. I will post the slabs I lost soon, but this was over 100 slabs snatched, including ponchos. It was definitely some professional work being done. I hope some people become aware. So it was a little warning for other people. This is a ton of stuff. There needs to be a police report filed. Make sure you contact PSA. I'm not sure about the other companies. Beckett seems to not respond to anything in existence. So have those certs, get those certs deactivated. Make sure you guys are on the lookout. If somebody's selling a bunch of Sylveons, make sure you let me know. We can look into it. It says we'll find higher res. There's 2 times more in this Sylveon collection. It's an older picture. Context left side was filled all the way up. PSA 10s of that card. Oh, the old hidden fates. Shiny Sylveons. All Sylveons VMAX are the 2 stacks right of it. Watch out, someone is trying to dump Sylveons. We got some cases here that were snatched up. Why they didn't just grab the whole case instead of pulling out the individual slabs, I'm not really sure. Here we have the stolen. Now, cameras. Please, for the love of God, if you have an expensive collection, even if someone's going to be home, have security cameras set up in the collection area. Have security cameras set up around your house. It is 2025. They are very inexpensive. Set it up. Put what you can afford into it. Yes, it's important. All right, here we go. We got stolen. So there were some other cards other than the Sylveons, but many of which were the Sylveons in question. These were all stolen. The good thing about the autographed slabs, we've seen some perpetrators, some crooks in the past, not realize that, hey, if I have something that's signed and very unique, it's going to be easy to identify, even if it's cracked out. These are 10s, so they're probably going to try to dump them as 10s. Well, the majority of them are 10s. We got some 9s mixed in there, too. We got Sylveon VMAX Alt Arts. That's a whole lot of money. That's a lot of valuable cards there. They say thank you for all the support, everyone. Even if you might not know me, I would appreciate this if you could share this, not only for me to make notice of the situation, that it could also happen to you. This happened in the OC, California. So yeah, I don't know. You got to have like a secret password if anyone's going to take your stuff, if you have people at home, so that they don't get duped into letting someone walk in and steal all your stuff. There were many more slabs, but I don't have pictures of them. Make sure you have everything cataloged, whether you're sending it off for grading. Avoid middleman services to the fullest degree, including GameStop. You're just adding more points of failure because it can get stolen in transit on the way to or from the grading company. But also, if you're adding a middleman, it's just an extra step, an extra point of failure. Be careful out there. Next, we have a scooter bandit. Oh no, not the scooter bandit. And he's going to saw open this vending machine that has Pokemon cards in it. Crazy, crazy, crazy stuff. Got the battery-powered saw and he's gonna cut across the bottom. I don't think he needed to do that. I think he probably could have just smashed the glass. I don't think it's like bulletproof or anything like that, but he's gonna get in there. He's gonna snatch up the packs. Actually insane. Circular saw to tear through the tough, oh, I guess it was toughened glass. I don't think the glass was tough enough to withstand like a hammer or something. I don't know if it would be quiet in comparison to that. Stole the machine's rarest and most valuable cards. So it looks like a vending machine that's used to sell off individual packs and such. Maybe some of the smaller products. Gross stuff. Hate to see it. And hopefully he gets prosecuted to the fullest degree. If you have a vending machine, not that many people do, but you're going to want to make sure it's in a very secure area. I'm not sure exactly what the scenario here is with the... Is he going to get back? He's going to get back on the scooter? The scooter bandit. So it looks like it's kind of like an open area, maybe in a mall or something. But he's gone. He's on the scooter. He's taken off. Now, hopefully there is security in place. That's another one of those examples that if you have the vending machine too, it does look like there was security footage from the area, but you need to make sure that there's somebody that's there 24/7. A lot of the like Pokemon Center vending machines are in areas where that's not really an issue because it's, you know, you're going to have security for the grocery store and or department store in question. All right, next we're looking at New World Toys and Collectibles, who got robbed. Game stores. Make sure you got to have cameras inside, outside, all over the place. It's unfortunate, but in most, if not all areas, you need to have bars on the windows, bars on the door, bars on... Lock it down as hard as you possibly can. And that's not saying that like somebody can't still get in, but if it slows them down enough to the point that police can get there, that's kind of what you're aiming for. It's unfortunate because it's going to look ugly when you have bars all over the side of it, but it's an unfortunate reality that we have a lot of terrible people who are, you know, they're clearly able to work if you're able to break into a store. But rather than do that, they're going to target a small business and smash and grab what they can. We have a lot of destruction type photos here. So not only are they breaking in and stealing stuff, but they're also destroying cabinets, which can be very expensive to replace. Not to mention all the downtime, the time to clean that all up, to safely clean it all up without cutting yourself. So we got cards everywhere. We got a lot of the really cool... That's the Call of Legends ones. Oh no, they got the play promo stamp on them. So they're like the crosshatch version of the Call of Legends energies with the Pokemon on them. Pokemon, bring those back. We need some interesting energies. Put some Pokemon on there. I know it's an energy card, but that's what the people want. They don't know it. They might not know it, but that's what they want. We got packs everywhere scattered about. Pretty insane stuff. And then we have a list here of what is missing. We got a Night Wanderer box, Stellar Crown Japanese box. I'm not sure what Stellar Crown is in Japanese. The name of the set, Surging Sparks booster box, White Flare Japanese box, Team Rocket Japanese box, Inferno X Japanese, 2 Surging Sparks bundles. We got a Red Victini, Prismatic Sylveon EX, Prismatic Jolteon EX box of Disney Chrome, Team Rocket Cynthia's Garchomp, Lily's Clefairy SAR. Based on what was left in the case, they didn't do a very good job here, but regardless, be on the lookout. We have 4 or 5 McDonald's Pikachu boosters. If you see someone in the area, please send the information my way. All right. So we have this is in North Carolina, I believe. Next, Linktree. You guys know and love the Linktree. Thank you very much for everyone that uses the Linktree. We got PSA Pikachu, Securus Card Shop, Card Market, Buyee, Catch 'em All Collectibles, Collector app for tracking your collection. Bunch of discount codes here. Save some money while supporting the channel. And affiliate links that you can click before you shop for the things you're going to buy anyway. The free ways to support the channel here are the best ways. And then also videos like this one, they tend to not do very well, but they are some of the most important on the channel. If we can be on the lookout for the thieves, if we can help find out who they are, turn that information over to the game store and the authorities. That's going to make the Pokemon hobby a better spot. All right. Speaking of better spot, what better spot if you're in the European region or have a friend over there to purchase singles than at Card Market? Thank you to Card Market for sponsoring. Now, we got first edition finds. We got one more before I let you guys go for the day. Another unfortunate situation with a game store where we had somebody smashing and grabbing. We got the old busted up cabinets. Pretty standard stuff, pretty standard maneuver. Seems like they knew what they were looking for when they went in there. So probably somebody that would have shown up on the footage earlier on. Now, with game stores especially, you need to be recording and storing all this footage, because if someone came in there and scoped out the place, you can at least try to identify who they were. Hopefully they weren't in there with a mask on, shopping around prior to. And then we have some footage here that was published by WXYZ TV Detroit. So we got a Michigan perp on our hands here. $50,000 worth of Pokemon cards stolen. And he's going to break through the glass. Pretty standard stuff. And that's why I say, like, it's unfortunate, but you got to have bars all over that stuff. And yes, they can still cut through it. They can still eventually get in there. But if you're alerted and if you can get the police over there as quick as possible. And another unfortunate and inconvenient little detail here is that the expensive stuff, you need to be locking it up in a vault, in a safe, whatever you got to do, in order to make it a little bit harder for these individuals to steal the most valuable stuff. So he did target the expensive stuff here. He's got the gray sweatsuit on and the work boots, which he probably wouldn't have been wearing when he went in and scoped the place. I say he went in and scoped the place because he almost certainly did. If he knew exactly where to go to get the most expensive cards, that's typically what's going down. Be careful out there. Reminder, get cameras. If you're vending, set up cameras. If you have a collection at home or wherever it might be, set up cameras. Short of having it in like a safety deposit box, which might be a good idea if you have some extremely expensive stuff. But cameras, home security, not only is it going to be good to prevent people from stealing your Pokemon cards, but just breaking into your house in general. If you can identify that they're doing it, if you can scare them off, it's going to be a deterrent regardless. But some people, as we've seen in the videos with the vendors, are too stupid to realize, like, hey, I'm on camera. People can see who I am. Thanks for tuning in. See you guys next time. Bye. Join the Discord. Free restock notifications. Don't pay for them. Don't let your friends pay for restock notifications. Thanks to Tap for being the reason why they are so damn good. And yes, it's pretty much the same thing. Pretty much. Sometimes it's better. Sometimes it's usually better. Take care. Bye.